There's some nice young ones being judged. Watching, see how they're walking, carrying themselves, checking the back. Lining them up.
A real nice class of Ashia fall calves here. Little different types. Like a lot about all of these heifers, but I think they sort out pretty well this way. I'm starting with the big white heifer in first. She's a heifer that's just longer coupled from end to end. She's a little longer in that neck, longer through the body and out through the rump than this real nice heifer we have in second. I will grant the heifer in second is a little stronger right in that heart region. She's a little more depth to her forerib, but just not the length and dariness to go over the heifer in first place. Heifer second, over the heifer in third. I think she's a heifer that shows me more dairy character, especially out through that head and neck region. She's a little cleaner bone in her hock, and again has that beautiful, powerful chest on her and depth of spring of her forerib. Following with the calf in third. Again, a very fine individual, but up against some tough competition today, that's for sure.
All right, taking for more. Okay, here comes the Jersey calves. Senior calves, they call them. Nice one, huh? That straight back. Okay, that's the second one. Doesn't have the best control, but really a nice heifer. Love the color combination. Alright, and that's third one.
senior cab class here. Got a pretty placeable class here, I feel. I'm starting out with the heifer in first. The heifer that's hardest on the top, very dairy heifer, giving her advantage in the over the heifer in second. In her breeding and dairy character up through her head and neck. She does carry that top line of quite a bit straighter. She's got a better thorough position, which keeps her rear legs up under her in a more desirable fashion. The heifer in second, I do brand's got a nice open rib to it, but just not put together quite as nicely to carry her over to heifer in first. Heifer in second over to heifer in third. A heifer that shows me quite a bit more dairy character. She's cleaner and more angular throughout and has more breed character up through that head and neck region also. Congratulations.
All right, stay tuned for more. Okay, the milking shorthorn is next here. Oh, well, that's not going to be a hard decision. There seems to be only one. I don't see anybody else coming. It's a different breed, that's why, I guess. Alright, let's see what he has to say about it.
We have one fall calf in the shorthorn breed today. Put a nice individual. It's a heifer again that shows me a lot of strength up through that front end. She has width throughout and has nice bone to her rear leg. A heifer that stands some competition.
Alright, that's it for that one. These are Jersey yearlings. Just a few to choose from, that's it. Oh, a third one. There we go. There's three. A little bit harder to have jerseys on the farm and stuff because it's just good to bring your cream count up. be the way he wants the lineup. Wants them to walk around, watch how they carry themselves when they walk. All right, lined right up.
In our Jersey intermediate cab class, I got a fairly handy winner in this class, a heifer that's longer from end to end. She's a heifer that has that nice uphill run, nice smooth shoulder to her. Heifer that's well balanced from end to end also. Placing her over the heifer in second on that length of body, that dairy character out through her head and neck. I do grant the heifer in second.
I like that one.
A little less condition. She's like a little sharper right at the point of shoulders, but not enough scale to carry over the heifer in first. Heifer in second, over the heifer in third. She's a heifer that's cleaner over those shoulders, more feminine through that front end, and a heifer that's a little wider and more prominent out through her from her hips to her hips. Three nice heifers.
All right, stay tuned for more.
Placings.
Okay, this is Ashyear Seniors. Okay, and here comes the third one.
Not quite so bad today, is it? No, they're all good.
Whoa, 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 whoa. It's trying to keep control. Keep control.
They had full, yeah, they pulled a big road, yeah. For that.
All right.
And following these senior yearling heifers, we're going to be doing our junior best three. And the judges asked for our first and second place winners. That is for junior champion, not junior best 3.
Look how straight that back is, huh? Really nice. Makes the farmers really proud to have their cows in here. Look at that, chicken farms. Lined right up. Alright, he's decided.
There's 3 real grossly powerful senior yearlings out here today for the Ashes. There's close placing up here at the top. I'm going to give the nod to the darker heifer in first. She's a little cleaner right up through that neck region, but mostly she's got that advantage in the openness and pop to those ribs. She's got a tremendous spring to her rib, and she carries the width of her rump out from hips to pins a little better than the heifer in second. A tremendous heifer in second. Also, I would grant she feels a little better on the rear legs when viewed from the side, but just not that cut out through the rump region or up through the neck to carry her over the heifer in first. Heifer in second, over the heifer in third. Just a more stylish kind of heifer. She has better bone in her rear leg and carries her strength out through that rump region and handles herself on her hind legs a little better than the heifer in third. But 3 beautiful heifers.
Alright, be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and if you wish, make me on fundraising so I can bring you some of this activity.
First place goes to Hardy Farm, second to Deer Hill, and third to Hardy Farm. We're now ready in the ring.
Alright, look at this one here. This one's in class all by itself. This one's also in heat.
Our milking short shorthorn senior yearling is a short age heifer, but very well grown. She's a tall, angular kind of heifer, shows you a lot of strength and dariness. A heifer that could stand some competition.
Alright. Good job.
First place goes to Sandy River Farm. We're now ready for our Ashia Junior Champion. We could have our first and second place winners.
Alright, a whole bunch of them. Are they coming in? There's a whole bunch of them out there. Alright, supposed to have somebody else there. Okay, where's the second place one? We wanted first and second place. So one of them is missing. Okay, be interesting to see. Was that the little one? She's a little shy. I'm coming in. There we go. Alright, so we have 3, 4 of them. A few more coming in here. Oh. Moving them slowly. Okay, they all seem to be in line here. Ooh, he's gonna have a lot of choosing to do on this one. There we go, full circle. there. That's the last one. Okay. So we're done with this circle. We'll line right up, hopefully. Move them all in slowly. All right. Starting with the first one you saw, and lining right up. All right, there are 10 in all. There they are. Now I think they need to get on the side. That's all 10 of them. Oh no, took her right down. All right, she fell. Oh, that last one took her right down. Not good. She does not have very good control.
Well, I can look at this group of heifers all day long. I may be a little partial to land here for my heritage, but this is definitely a
Really
very
got her.
impressive group of heifers to be out there to be a junior champion lineup for a regional or national show by any means. This breeders, let's give them a round of applause.
Very good job. Oh, that other one's getting a little wild.
When I
Right
look down
there.
for this line of heifers, I try to
Knocked her down earlier.
I would most anticipate being ready to lead into a ring on the next level, probably even a colored shavings ring. To me, it sorts down to our first place junior calf, our first place intermediate calf. Those heifers, I think, stand out to me when you see them in a group out of the other ones that are ready to lead on the next level.
It's not doing good.
I'm going to go with the junior calf. I think that for her age, she has grown out tremendously. She tracks so straight on those rear legs. Very close placing with the first place intermediate calf here. But I just like the way that have her holds together up. Walks up, still got that presence up through the taking nothing away from this red heifer. I mean, you could look at them all day and catch them at different times, being more, you lean one towards the other, and I would not encourage anybody who wants to go
All
the
right,
other way.
second place.
The two real outstanding individuals ready to go on and get some we'll keep it politically correct here, but taking nothing away from this other group of heifers, I think they should all be very proud of them. But congratulations to everybody.
All right, very good. Stay tuned for more. Be sure to sub me. And if you wish, you may always fan fund me so I can join in some more of these activities and bring it all right to you. Bye-bye.
Goes to Maple Road Farm. Our senior heifer calf from Happy Acres. Our second place senior heifer calf from Happy
This is
Acres.
to see who's going to be the big winner out of all the contests that they've done.
Our summer yearling from Happy Acres.
New Jersey.
The junior yearling from Happy Acres and Shady Lane Farm. Intermediate yearling from Happy Acres and Shady Lane Farm. Our senior yearling from Shady Lane Farm.
There you go. There you go. Boy, we got plenty of them here. They all come in. Get to see them all one by one as they go around in the circle. Walk them all slowly. That's been the complete circle. Now they're lining up. There are 12 in this group. And that's hard to choose.
Again, let's have a round of applause for these jerseys exhibitors. This is a fine lineup they brought up for the new champion. I allowed for a little argument on the last class. I won't allow for any argument on this one. We're going to make our junior champion our first place intermediate half. I think if ever been to a dairy show, you can't pick this heifer out.
Oh, look at that.
Little harder coming up with the second place. The reserve junior champion heifer. I like the second place intermediate calf, not quite as strong up through the front end as you might like to see her. The first place senior calf follows that same kind of dairy stylish pattern. I come down to my first place intermediate heifer here, and I just think she's the heifer that follows that pattern of the clothes, and she might not be railed down quite as much, not handling herself quite as good on her rear legs as the intermediate calf, but a heifer that's got a lot of style. She walks uphill, got a good deep open rib to her, and carries her width out through her rump very nicely. I think they make a nice pair for a junior and reserve junior champion. Congratulations to all these leaders.
Alright, very good. Stay tuned for more.
And your junior champion, Jersey, Mr. Kennedy Kibble. We're now in the ring for...
There we go. That's the first one coming in. Girls learning. A little hard, a little hard. A little help needed. It's your second one. And the third one. Fourth one. And your fifth one. Oh, a little hard. Easy. Oh. Some jumping over there. And we have the sixth one right here. There you go. Walk them nice and gently. Alright, gotta work on the lining up, I guess.
We will be starting our beef show in approximately 15 minutes. The order of the show will be Simmental, Angus, Belta Galloway, followed by lowlines. I don't have many bulls, so our first class will be Belta Galloway Senior Yearling Bulls, followed by Belta Galloway Spring Yearling Bulls.
structure behind. Oh, that one just needs to keep going for a walk. He wants to keep going. They bring him right back in the
It's
same
been a
spot.
small shorthorn show, but a real good quality show. Let's give these exhibitors a round of applause for the efforts they brought out. As I look down through this lineup today, it kind of shows the progress that the shorthorn breeders made. We get a lot more style and airiness into these shorthorns nowadays. Right from one end to the other, you can tell that these are on the new age side of the shorthorn breed. For me today, I like this senior yearling heifer up through her front end, but I'm not real sure about the way she handles her rear legs. She's pretty stiff in those calves. Her legs back kind of far on her. The yearling below her here, or I guess, no, I'm sorry, the senior calf, a powerful calf, but not quite as clean cut out through that rump region, or as open in a real nice front-ended senior calf. I'm hoping we didn't skip a class here. The one in fourth there. I love her balance, but she has a tendency to get those rear legs out behind her a little bit too. I think it's the throw position on these heifers that are maybe throwing their rear legs off a little bit. The intermediate calf, again, a deep, strong kind of calf, but not the style that we have in our junior calves. And last but not least, we're going to have our first place junior calf will be the junior champion. I'm going to follow with the second. The second place junior calf, just a young April calf, but she probably lost on as good a set of rear legs and as good a thorough position as anything in the class. Not the upstandingness and the strength rate through that front end that her older counterpart has in that class, but I think these are the two calves I would look to develop into heifers and later on cows and on a higher level. Congratulations.
All right, good job. All right, be sure to sub me. Join me as a friend. Bye-bye.
And your junior champion heifer went to...
All right, this is going on the best three. All right. Must be the best three from each one of the farms. Different sizes. All right. Heifer, junior, and full. Isn't that something? This one grew. There's the other grew. Alright, he's checking these out really good. It's coming down to these three. Checking them out. Oh, gotta have control. Got to have control. Yeah. Alright, so which team do you think will win? Or that one?
Two real nice groups here representing these breeding programs in the Ashia breed. Two groups I'd be proud to own, these are one of them. For me, it comes down to the group on the right here. It did take me a while. The strength of the heifers on the outside in this class were, they already placed higher than their counterparts in the other group. I do feel the heifer in the middle kind of falls out of the pattern for this class. But I think with the strength of the other two, that it's going to carry over the third one in the group on my left here. But two real fancy groups and real groups to be proud of. Congratulations.
All right. Those are the winners right there.
First place, junior best 3 female, went to Hardy Farm, and second to Deer Hill. We're now ready in the ring for our
Stay tuned
Jersey
for more.
junior best.
Okay, here we have the best 3 here again. Another contest with the jerseys. Got 3 groups. One. Two. And group 3. And look at these little kids right in with them. That's when you know you got good cows. When the little kids can get right in with it. Friendly family. Oh, family group right there. Nice. A lot of them just so that the judge could actually look at the cows. They all come right back in. Here they are. Okay, you see them. Don't. All about control. Decision time, huh?
The Thursday graders today. We've got 3 nice groups out here representing Nashville. I think for me today, I'm going to start with the group in the middle here. Especially in the spring, mostly on the strength of the 2 outside heifers. I really love that gap earlier in the day, and of course our yearling was reserve junior champion. The heifer in the middle takes a little bit away. I don't like the way she handles her leg, but I think that the extreme balance and daringness on the 2 heifers on the outside will carry over. A group on my right here, 3 heifers I think show a little more uniformity and cleanliness than the group on the far left. I left that junior calf, first place junior calf, but the other 2 don't really fit the pattern. They're not quite as scary or good like some of the heifers we have in the other group. But 3 nice groups, and these breeders should be proud.
There's the winner. Very nice.
And the junior
Sure to sub me,
females,
join
first
me
went to Happy Acres, second to
as a
Shady
friend,
Lane,
and we'll
and
bring you
third
some
to
more.
Trout Farm.
Look at the cute little ones being judged. They're so tiny and cute. Look at them, isn't that cute?
So first, like a real nice, daddy set, the swim, a real mustard, and then come down the line, we got a pretty rough set of Normandy, and this isn't really a bad pair out here. Just how I see it today. Better than last than the other day. See a little bit. Still, break it up. Real nice, pretty good. Yeah.
For under $600, the breed's best first place in the Blue Ribbon goes to Cindy Kilgore with her brown Swiss Finn and Fergus. Second to Mark Duckworth with Norman Roger. Third to Carmine Niall with Mickey and Donald. And fourth to Madison White with Duke and Diamond. Just give them a hand, ladies and gentlemen. It's so nice to see these little cattle out and around. We're now going to show the best match. Can you just walk back around and line up? We're going to show the best match and then we're going to set up our work.
All right, now the best match out of these cute little ones. All right. Alright, best match watching around. Aren't they cute? They're just darling. Those just follow nicely. Okay, and that one, Daddy's got a little one in his hands while he's trying to direct them. Cute little one. There. Nice little boy be a farmer. Alright, will you be the judge of who you think is the best match? Kind of cute, ain't they? They're always so cute when they're little. And this is what you can see at the Skowhegan State Fair. Good agricultural contest here going on for farmers. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend. And if you like what I bring to you, be sure to fund me. Bye-bye now.
So first place, best match, we got some linebacks. the side. Markings are
All right, we got the blue ribbon. There you go.
It all looks like a mirror image. So
There's the
that's
blue
what they
ribbon
prefer.
winner.
Then we come down, the next set of linebackers, real fine NASCAR skiers. So maybe it's hard to judge calves because they're still growing and you can't really say anything bad about them because they haven't finished growing yet. So as we come down through the line, and we still just great pair of calves, but just as I see it today, just a little bit different where I got split hairs.
All right. There you go.
Good class overall.
Best match on the 600 first place goes to Carmine Niall out of East Dixfield with Nicky and Donald. Second to Madison White to New Binion with Duke and Diamond. Third to Cindy Kilgore from Jay with Finn and Fergus. And fourth to Mark Duckworth from North Berwick with Norm and Roger. Thank you. Walk through these cones, and then he's going to come down and do one of them GLR things around one cone, and then the opposite around the other cone, and then back
Look at
through
these little ones.
the cones. So this is Carmine Niall. Carmine came down this morning from East Dixfield, and his lineback names are Nick and Donald.
Okay, and they're going around. Oh, nice straight backs. Very good. They're doing pretty good at listening, ain't they? Doing as the master tells them. Geez, just as I said that, they stopped, huh? Oh, and they have to back up. Oh. Wait a minute, what are you making us do? There you go. All right, that was cute. All right, and that's the way the competition goes for this one.
Okay, next. This is Cindy Kilgore from Jay with her brown Swiss. And they are named Finn and Fergus. Cindy is a livestock specialist with the Department of Agriculture. Very supportive of the agricultural fairs and all of the animals. And we appreciate her bringing our animals to show today.
It's nice to see the nice calmness when handling your animals. Get them to back up. up, little ones. All the way. There you go. Here's the next one up. They're a little confused on the cones. What? What? You want us to go through that? Ooh, okay, let's hurry. Alright, now we gotta back up. Yeah, that's pretty good. We did a lot better backing up than wanting to go in the first place. Very good. All right. Comes the next one. So cute to watch them do this. Uh-oh, she messed the back up.
That was Shiloh Morgan. Shiloh was one of our 4-H'ers. We had a great 4-H day yesterday with the 4-H workings here. It was also an Eastern States tryout. And then they had to take a test. I couldn't believe that. And so I guess that we have 5 qualifiers to go to Eastern States this year.
Hope you've enjoyed my bringing this to you. Be sure to sub me. Oh, we got one more here.
This is Madison White with Juju Diamond out of New Vineyard. And for those of you who slept in this morning and wasn't here early, our judge today is Brian Pastor from Barnstead, New Hampshire.
Yeah, they're doing it different than the first few did. They're going through and then backing them up. Guess it depends on how the instructions were to you, how you took them in.
Welcome back. Did you get any pipe next? Did you get any sleep?
Oh, that was really different. Alrighty. What's that? And the last one is the little boy right there, coming right up. See how he handles his. That ought to be cute, huh? Oh,
Okay, this is the birthday boy. This is Howard Welch.
oh, the birthday boy.
He's 6 years old. Today
6
was
years old.
taco and polo.
Be interesting to see how he backs them up. Yes, come on. He's getting it. He's getting it. Oh, come on. For a 6-year-old to do that? All right. That is cool. Yay.
I think we're in good hands.
That is cool. That is really nice.
Good job, Howard.
All right. Be sure to sub me. Bye-bye now.